the United States has lost 95% of its wetlands over the, course of settling the country. Wetlands are coastal, they're lakes, rivers, streams. Amazingly, most of Nebraska, it seems, is probably a grassland type that's a wetland. So we've turned things into agricultural land and also into urban development. And no one knew that we weren't supposed to dike and fill and build in wetlands. Um, until the sort of the Rachel Carson, sort of early 60s environmental movement. And everybody became aware that wetlands are incredibly valuable and incredibly valuable from a nature, natural services standpoint. I mean, it's spawning ground for fish and feeding ground for birds and filtering toxins out of water. They describe them sometimes as the sort of the liver and the kidneys of the environment. So really, just in about the last 30 years, the US policy, Clean Water Act was in 72, and it said that they were going to protect wetlands, but nobody knew what one was. And so over the years, it really crystallized with the first President Bush, who said no net loss of wetlands. That's the new federal policy. We can't afford to lose anymore. And so that became sort of encapsulated what the application of the laws was. So if you're going to impact a wetland, when you do a development, you have to replace it with something that isn't a wetland or is so degraded that its function can be improved to the level where the environment is compensated for the taking. And so around that, there was a whole industry. It's $300 billion a year now of called mitigation, where you can restore wetlands and sell credits to people who are doing projects. I'm probably going too fast. Wetlands are valuable. They're protected. And if you want to develop on them, you have to do mitigation. And I don't think there's anything controversial about that.